Welcome to Perspective, real talk for paraprofessionals. With me, Leah. I am the executive director of Parapower and also a 13-year paraprofessional at the School District of Philadelphia. This is real talk. We're going to talk about things that are important to paras here in Philly and around the world. On this episode, we're going to talk about paras and COVID and how COVID and school closing has affected those in Philadelphia, and also what's going on with our union and our contract. Next up will be EdTech, how Google Classroom can help and what we can do to help. And last but not least, our book club. Oh, EdTech also, the coolest thing I have right now. I think everybody should have one. It's not too expensive. And of course, the book club. If you don't know, we started a book club that's going to help paras become better paras. And I am so excited. And I hope you join us. You can always follow us on Facebook at Parapower and on Instagram at We Parapower. And we also have a YouTube page, and it is Philly Parapower. COVID and paras. As you know, the school year has ended abruptly. Well, the school being inside the school ended abruptly at the middle of March. My last day, of course, is March 12th. Others is March the 13th. And we were pretty much thrust into virtual learning. And I don't know about you, but I didn't get a lot of training. In fact, I don't remember getting any training at all. And the school district had nothing for us. They told us to basically contact parents, see what your principal wanted to do, and assist teachers as needed. A lot of us have not used Google Classroom, so we had no clue what we were doing. And I think it made it hard on a lot of people, and a lot of parents disconnected. And I'm hoping this year, if we actually go virtual or even hybrid, that, we get more training. And so if you don't know, the school district just released their plan. And what it was basically was that the hybrid and the digital. The hybrid plan was that students would go for 2 days a week in face-to-face, and then 3 days would be virtual learning. Except for special needs and complex needs students, which of course are the ones we have. Those students would get 4 days in school and then that 1 day at virtual. And then the other option was, of course, the virtual classes. And the trick with the virtual classes was that your student will not be in the school or with their children. It's a completely different program. And they completely new teachers. So if you had a seventh grader and they were with you in sixth grade, you won't see them and they won't see you. For digital, it'll be a completely different person. So they really wouldn't know the teacher wouldn't know them. And parents could opt in, but they can't opt out until the middle of the year. So you could either go from September to January or January to June. At first, it was supposed to be just one semester, but now it's a whole quarter. So it's a quarter, but it was now a semester. So it used to be September, October, November. You can go back in December, but the school district changed that at the last moment. So now it's quarter. So when the school district released their plans, there was a lot of pushback. And as you know, there was a school board meeting on the 27th. The 23rd. My days are all screwed up. Sorry. The 23rd. And it was a super long school district meeting. We're talking about 8 hours. 2 hours was the school district and SEPTA going, Dr. Hike over their plans. And then the rest of it was testimony. We did not get finished till midnight. And at the end of all of that, they decided to recess. Dr. Height asked for more time to go over the things he was learning about right just now, and he wanted to review what they had released and see if they can fix it and then come back. So I was originally going to wait to do this till we get an answer, but I think right now it's best if I do it. And of course, when it comes out, I will let y'all know. I am kind of worried about it. But who knows? I'm really hoping that, you know, we do the virtual for now until COVID cases come down. And then if we have to do the hybrid, I miss my babies. I know y'all do too, but I'm not willing to die or bring something home to open schools back up. And because, a lot of our kids live in multi-generational homes, and a lot of our we live in multi-generational homes, and we take care of younger ones, and it's too much. Like, we really need to stay home, and hopefully that will happen. Our union and us. The contract is up August 31st, and we would surely like a new contract. But unfortunately, the school district is not interested in negotiating the contract right now. They are more focused on reopening schools, and, they're not even willing to talk about the contract. So what's going to happen with the contract, I really don't know. And, I'm a newsy bee. I am newsy. So as soon as I find out word, I will let y'all know, do a quick video, live, whatever. But as of this moment, the school district is not willing to negotiate the contract. They're only focused on one thing and one thing only: reopening schools. And as you can found out, that plan was, they didn't do too well on that plan. So maybe they can't walk and chew gum at the same time. I don't know. But hopefully, we'll start negotiations very quickly, and we'll get some of the things we're asking for: better pay, reimbursements for things we buy for schools, simple things. Really, a better pay, pathways to certification for those who want to become teachers or counselors, and better training that's worthwhile, because we all know the training right now is it's completely useless, and it's not geared toward us. It's not geared towards sped. It's geared toward general, and they're like, figure it out. I don't know how many times I've knitted, read a book, or played a game through an PD. I'm not even gonna lie, I have, and I'm really hoping for better PDs. All right, guys, now it's time for EdTech. Technology in the classroom. Woo woo! All right, guys, now it's time for EdTech. One of my favorite things, because I am a techie. I love my tech toys. And this is something that, we forget to talk about as parents. And excuse me, my nose itches. It's a secondary thought, or it's a reward with YouTube and stuff. And I have this really cool question that I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you what I think is something really cool that I love to use. And what I really love to use is a document camera. Can you see it? If you are listening to this on your podcast, you can't see it, but it's a little document camera. It's by Inswain, and you can get it on Amazon for $100. Yes, I know it's a lot, but I use part of my stimulus to get it because I wanted one. And what it is that it's very easy to hook up to your Chromebook or to your laptop, and it takes pictures of your screen. Well, not your screen, of documents. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can do this. Oh wait, I'll show you. I'll give you a quick picture of it, but if you're listening, you won't be able to see this. And what it is that you can record your screen or take pictures of it. And I have used my document camera when I've done our book club, so people can see what book we're talking about and the pages that we're in. Yes, I will be telling you about our book club. And also, I've used it while we were out, and I read stories to my kids, and I was able to flip through physical books, show them the pages, and read it to them. It is a cool thing. Now, on to Google Classroom. So apparently our school district uses Google Classroom, and we know next to nothing about it. I play with it because I have 2 cats and a turtle, so I have a little bit more time to juggle and play and discover, but a lot of parents don't know about it. I didn't know about it until after, I kind of saw it in September, but I didn't really use it. And then, being thrust into virtual learning, I had to basically learn how to do Google Classroom myself. And this brought on me doing a book club. And one of the books we're learning about is talks about Google Classroom. Also, um, I am doing a video to be released on Wednesday, and it'll be learning how to set up Google Classroom. So each Wednesday it's going to be called Workshop Wednesday, 5-10 minute videos on something about Google Classrooms and tech that we have used. And you can come watch it anytime, and please comment, tell me if you like it or not. And I hope to see you on our YouTube pages, and we'll learn some more about Google Classroom and other things. All right, guys, now we're going to talk about my favorite thing, books. If you don't know it, I am a huge bibliophile. I love my books all the time. I buy books before I buy clothes, and sometimes before I buy food.
Snack and chat all
as
about
you
our
know,
book club.
there's not a lot of training for paras, and frankly, I was tired of waiting for training for paras, so I decided to create a book club. Not only a book club, but a library, and I'm still putting it together. So, we have a couple books, but anyway, let's talk about the book club. The book club is every Saturday at 2 p.m. It is on Facebook Live and on YouTube Live, so please come join us on those days. If not, of course, it's going to be recorded and streamed. And we're going to talk about right now in Google Classroom and things that we can do to prepare our students and our families to be independent and learn through Google Classroom. Now, the theme that I picked for last week was, I saw a quote and I really liked it, and it really stuck out to me. And it said, "We can't teach the way our teachers taught us because that world no longer exists." And that is true. If you didn't have any clue of that, COVID really showed you that this world that we learn from no longer exists. So we need to learn about technology and how it can be used to facilitate learning. The book that we are studying, we started with the Google Infused Classroom. This is the book we started with. Okay, and as we started digging with it, it's by Holly Clark and Tanya Everett. We started looking at this book and we realized that it is too advanced for what we need. It's a good reference book, but it will not help us. So, this is the book we're on. Google Apps for Littles by Christine Pinto and Alice Keeler. So we will be starting this next Saturday at 2 p.m. I started going through it while we're learning about the Google Classroom, the first book. And, people were like, Makiba was like, "Hey, we need this book. That's too advanced. Please get the other one." So I hope to see y'all there. And you do not have to have the book, because I will be using my handy dandy document camera to show you pages. And we're going to learn how to set up our Google Classroom. Actually, that's their homework. That's what they set up a Google Classroom. And that's my video on Wednesday. And then we're going to learn things of how to teach our kids to log in and make it easier. Maybe we'll make a little video. You never know. So please bring your snackables. And your drinks. And we have a good time. We crack up, tell jokes, bounce ideas off of each other. And I hope that y'all come. And if you would like a copy of the book, it is in our budget to send you a copy. You just have to email me at paraprofessionals@gmail.com and give your address, your name and address, because, not Kreskin. And we will send you out a copy of the book. And of course, eventually I'll have my whole library built. Oh, I can't wait for this weekend. I cannot wait for Saturday. And I can't wait to see what Makiba and Amy, those are the two that were there physically with me. And I can't wait to see what they did with their Google Classrooms, and if they followed my directions that I'll post on Wednesday. Guys, it was great talking to you today, and I cannot wait to talk to you again. You can always listen to us on Podcast Addict, Listen Notes, Podchaser, sorry, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Deezer, eventually Pandora, iTunes, and TuneIn, and Google. So if you have any questions or you want to drop a line, please email us at paraprofessionals@gmail.com and subscribe, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Bye.